This week's Grade 8 Events on WRIC Now is sponsored by Blank and Marcus, attorneys at law. Nice guys making a difference.
Hey everyone, welcome to another week of Grade 8 Events. I'm your host, Delaney Hall. We are inching closer and closer to Thanksgiving, and there's a lot of fun events coming up here for us in Richmond and Central Virginia. But first, of course, I want to get a check on your forecast. Matt, a lot of these events are inside because it's getting colder, but for any of them like the marathon that is outside, what can we expect?
You know, great weather. Saturday morning, we're going to wake up 6, 7 o'clock, runners getting down to the start-finish line, volunteers and spectators getting out there around 6, 7. We're talking in the lower to mid-40s, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine for the race, which is great news. Now, the 8K should be done around 10:15 or 10:30 in the morning, and I think at that point, we're probably going to be sitting in the middle 50s. 2 o'clock, when it's all said and done, we should be around 63, 64. So pretty nice weather for Saturday overall.
Yeah, I feel like that's perfect weather for the Richmond Marathon. I mean, people know what marathons look like, but we just grabbed some photos from years past. Of course, this all starts at 1st and Broad Street, and you're going to finish down at 5th and Tredegar Street down on Browns Island. They call it America's friendliest marathon, I think for a reason. There's a lot of amazing energy downtown on a day like today. You'll find live bands, DJs, spear groups, junk food stops, of course. And if you are running, you probably know that you need to pick up your packet either Thursday or Friday at the Richmond Raceway. You'll also find vendors, food trucks, live panel discussions, live podcasts. And on race day, everything kicks off at 6 a.m. That's when you can go in and register. Have you ever run in this marathon?
I have not. I'm not a runner. You know, some people get that endorphin charge by running. I don't at all.
I just get tired.
I get that, right? But,
I think if I were ever to do a marathon, I needed to start with like the 8K, right? First, and then the half marathon.
First of all, start with a 5K. It's about 3 miles. You should finish that inside of a half hour. And then, because that's roughly about a 10-minute mile.
I think the last time I actually ran a mile, it was like 12 minutes. But that was like I wasn't really trying.
Right. But I think when you're with a group, you're kind of pushing yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know? And then you go to graduate from the 8K, from the 5K to the 8K, then maybe do the 10K, then 15, and then slowly work your way up. Look, there are people who go out and just train and you know, get the marathon in, right? More power to them.
I agree. I'm always truly amazed by people who can accomplish something like this. I also had a friend just complete the Ironman, which is like, it's like a marathon, biking, swimming. And when he was training for that, we were staying in Virginia Beach at the time, and he literally was like, I'm going on a bike ride. I'm like, okay. He literally rode all the way down to Nags Head and back in like a couple hours, and he's like, that's fine. What?
Yeah, it's
impressive.
It's a marathon, and then I think it's a 1 mile swim, and then it's 118 or 120 miles on a bike.
It's like unbelievable. I can't even really wrap my head. But again, what we were saying earlier during 8 News at 9, it's all mental. I mean, it's physical, but like a lot of it is just getting over that mental hurdle, right?
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so and if you are not running in the marathon and you want to know about traffic, a lot of the roads are closed.
Yeah.
I wish I had a better diagram to show you. But it's basically Richmond Marathon wrote out every single road that's going to be closed off, and it goes down to like eastbound, westbound, north side, whole road. But all of that can be found on richmondmarathon.org. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with like the 18,000 roads that are closed. And also just keep that in mind. If you are traveling on Saturday morning, downtown Richmond, if you're not a part of the marathon, maybe try to avoid until the early afternoon when things are going to be wrapping up. Speaking of the afternoon, from 8 to 2:30, there's a post-race party, I believe, on Browns Island.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's always, family-friendly, all that kind of stuff. That's the 47th Richmond Marathon, America's friendliest marathon. And like Maddie said, some good weather too. All right, I want to bring in my list. Next we have on the list the Dominion Energy Garden Fest of Lights at Lewis Ginter. So this actually opens to the public on Monday. If you're a member, you can get a sneak preview of this early, I believe on Friday. So Lewis Ginter was actually voted the best botanical garden holiday light show in the country by USA Today in 2023. So pretty incredible. Have you? When's the last time you went to Lewis Ginter? Have you ever been?
I've been a couple of times.
Yeah.
But a couple of times in the summer, not this past summer, but in previous summers. But I've been to the Garden Fest of Lights only once, and it's one of those things that I've really got to go back to.
Yeah.
Because I did it in my first year or two here at Channel 8. So we're talking 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time for me to get off the couch and get back out there.
Easier said than done though with this schedule, so I don't blame you there.
Yeah, but I mean Friday nights and Saturday nights we can easily do it.
Yeah, I just gotta take a little power nap on Friday. Again, with the not running and the sleep thing, that. So this year's theme is Homes and Habitats, a celebration of connection. So there's gonna be a lot of symbolism through reimagined wetlands, rainforests. You'll also be able to find Pokemon. My husband loves Pokemon, so he'll probably be all over this. There's a new display called Herbs in the Home and a new timeline exhibit about the garden's history in the visitor center when you first get there. And of course, you'll find model trains, a warming fire, a fairy village, all the magical things that make up Garden Fest of Lights. I think I went 2 years ago. It's a great date night. Let me just say that. It's affordable, and I love looking at holiday lights. So that's an option. The trick here with this, you need to get your tickets in advance and only online because everything is timed out. So they want everyone to, not if you have everyone coming in at a certain time, it's going to be too crowded. Yeah. So you can pick out what time you want. You cannot walk up and buy a ticket. And there are some free nights for members from December 30th to January 5th. So if you're a member at Lewis Ginter, hopefully you're aware by now that you get some free nights out of that. Yeah. I think that's fun. Holiday lights. Tis the season, right?
It is the season.
It's the season.
Yeah, almost at Thanksgiving. No, you're fine.
There's also After 5 Fridays at the VMFA. So this is on Saturday, I believe, not on Friday because it is After 5 Fridays. So essentially, you're gonna go to the Cochrane Atrium at the VMFA for Dance After Dark hip hop line dancing.
I'm not getting up and dancing for you. No, it's not happening.
You could, I've seen you dance.
Uh-huh.
You have rhythm.
Wow, you're super nice today. Thank you.
Enough.
I don't really know about that. And especially when it comes to, if Jackie was sitting, she'd say, I can do that. I can do that.
She would also skydive out of anything.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know that I could do hip hop line dancing.
I've never heard of it before. It sounds fun. But if you want to learn how,
right? What's that? You know what I'm talking about? Wouldn't that be the hip hop line dance? No.
What are you trying to do? Hey, Matty D's making up his own.
No, it's the song. You know that.
The song?
Yeah,
It's going to come to us at the most inconvenient time.
Think of the name.
Okay, you get back to us on that.
So somebody right now is watching going, I know exactly what this is. I know exactly.
And Delaney's just not clicking. But if you want to learn how, Kemmel Patton, the king of line dancing, will be there.
The king.
Friday from 6 to 8 at the VMFA. It's free to get in, but there's also drink specials from Best Cafe at 5:30, and the dancing will begin at 6 if you want to, figure out how to line dance. That's pretty fun. Something different.
It sounds good.
Also something pretty different, 46th Annual Old Dominion Postcard and Paper Show and sale on Friday and Saturday. So this is Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 5 at Bright Point Community College down in Chester. This is put on by the Old Dominion Postcard Club. I didn't know this was a club, but I love it, which was founded in April 1978 by a group of collectors here in Richmond. And their goal here with this event is just to promote the hobby of postcard collecting. And I think I kind of miss the novelty of sending postcards.
There is something about having, when you, back in the day, if you would stay with your grandparents or your parents went away and they went someplace kind of cool, they'd send you a postcard. So you had that picture.
Yeah. And now, everything you have in your phone. So I guess you can still get a picture.
It's hi, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have the moment. So they're going to have thousands of postcard and paper items for sale, 18 different dealers.
The wobble. Oh,
my God.
I just derailed you. I'm so sorry. Was it the wobble? See, now that I do this, now you know the right?
I can't believe I just snorted. That is the wobble.
It is the wobble.
Correct.
See?
If you want to, I don't even know where to.
That was the hip hop line dancing.
Hip hop line dancing. That's
all right.
right.
Back to postcards. Sorry, I derailed you so bad.
Okay. Yeah, postcards. Friday and Saturday, Bright Point Community College. I'm glad we figured out the wobble situation. I think that'll bother both of us for a really long time. Okay. And then our last event that I want to talk about is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical.
Really?
Yeah, at the Carpenter Theater.
Are there tickets still available?
On Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think so. So this is actually based on the TV special.
The old TV special is so fantastic.
Yes. My brothers and I used to watch it every Christmas. And what's the other one, Santa Claus is Coming to Town?
Yes.
That's the other one that we used to love, too. So this musical is just based on that. So let me go to my notes. Doors open at 6. The show is at 7. And you can buy your tickets online. They start around $40, and then it kind of goes up from there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Tuesday night. Okay.
Tuesday night, yeah. The entire show runtime is 90 minutes, including a 20-minute intermission. So it's not that long.
No, right.
I know. And I feel like now, as we get closer and closer to the holidays, we're going to have a lot more holiday events that we're going to be talking about.
Yes.
So, but yeah, that's all I got. It should be a fun weekend. And like we mentioned with those holiday events, if you have something coming up that you want us to know about, please let us know. Send us an email at news@wrec.com. We'd love to talk about it, learn more about it, and we're always here for you. So with that, we want to say thank you, and we will see you next week.